Welcome to the NCAA Softball Super Regional presented by Capital One. First pitch between Baylor and 4th seed Florida right around the corner. Matt Schumacher, Aaron Miller with you. And Aaron,
what makes Rothrock so devastating in the circle? Skylar Wallace was pretty honest with us that I don't like standing in against Rothrock. She's pretty tough to face in practice. Us to come through in that if game against UL. There's a response from Rothrock.
"3-2" goes off the glove of Wallace into center, and then running into hot is Wallace, but the ball is bobbled by Kendra Falby. And so runners at the corners, a lot going on with that. Chelsea Dobbins, the Florida pitching coach, looking on as this is drilled into right field, and Baylor takes the lead on a one-out RBI single by Aaliyah Binford. Herself out.
Early pressure right now that Baylor is applying to a very good freshman arm in the circle for Florida. And we haven't gotten into it yet, but the success that Baylor has had as the quote-unquote underdog for the strike zone in the river, I'm not taking it with 2 strikes, though. I can tell you that.
Down goes Watson, second strikeout of the inning for Keegan Rothrock. This is flared into left field and down for a base hit. And with 2 outs, Baylor loads the bases for Zadie LaValle. Fly ball to left field. Corby Otis is there, and so the bases loaded for Baylor, unable to capitalize, but they do strike first. All SEC first team as well has hit nearly 400. Laces this into left, and Emily Hott is there, 1 down. Nothing. Ended up going on to win that 9-1. Here is Corby Otis, bases clear, 1 away. And that caught a piece of Otis, and she will go right up to first base.
All we do is show up and play Gator softball.
So after a 3-pitch out to start the inning, Binford hits about. That gets through. Fair ball. They will wave around Otis. We are tied in Gainesville as Wallace gets under the tag at third. Misses clutch.
I mean, it's clockwork. It's almost a sure thing at this point. That was golfed. That was almost at the ankle of Jocelyn Erickson, and with 2 outs, she's able to wave the barrel, lace this opposite field, and for the speed of Corby Otis and Skylar Wallace.
To short, throw home, and now we've got a little rundown with Wallace, but coming over from second is Erickson. And they will get Erickson as Wallace stays put at third. 2 outs, runners at the corners, and that
stands in was the young staff.
Line drive into the gap in left center field. Kistler gives the Gators the lead. Walsh coming around to score from first base. 3-1 Florida. It's a senior putting Florida on top in the first.
You love this for a senior. You love the fact that Kistler can step in a 2-out opportunity and get the job done. Good hitters see the ball deep. They hit the ball where it's thrown. That is a mature swing that gets the job done. I can't understate the fact that late in postseason, and this has to be part of Florida's game plan, and will have to evolve in the circle for Binford as well.
Oh, got her there with the off speed and gets out of the inning. And that catch catches the outside corner. Strikeout number 3 for Keegan Rothrock.
Check out the connection there. Communication in the middle of games and innings. And this is one of the best receivers in the nation.
There's a quick out number 2 off the bat of Ashlyn Walkendorf.
For at least, I mean, think about who's on the field right now in Skylar Wallace and Jocelyn Erickson. Think about what those two athletes have done here in a Gator uniform.
How about what Rothrock has done in the second inning? 1, 2, 3 with a pair of strikeouts. In the 8th spot, the freshman Ariel Kowalewski laces this to deep center field, but back on it in front of the warning track, Taylor Strain. Tough to get a ball behind her. Patrolling center field.
The human comes first. He prioritizes the athlete, the women on this team, and everything outside of that comes second.
That is a strikeout of Mia Williams, the second of the day for Elite. Has been to Super Regionals before. This is now the 13th time Florida has hosted a Super, but a 1-2-3 inning for Aaliyah Binford, who has set down 4 in a row. This inning, Aaron, the transfers that Tim Walton has made fit the Gator culture. To second base, Williams a toss to first, 1 down. Weekend for Florida athletics fans. Govan, a mile-high pop-up to Falby in center. 2 away.
You had asked Scott, standing at first base.
1-1. Binford takes this deep left field. Goodbye. Baylor back in it. 3-2 Florida. Third home run of the year for Aaliyah Binford.
How about Binford helping herself out? This is a solo shot that just barely stayed in fair territory. Pull side, you can see she throws the barrel up and around this ball. This is up in the zone, elevated, letter high, and if you're able to keep the barrel on path, that's exactly where you send that pitch. If you set the table for a bat like Binford,
You have a chance.
you've got a chance.
1-run game as we head to the bottom of the third.
Good resources there too. Some great stats, good personnel, good resources on deck.
Good scoop and fire to first by Casey West. 5 straight retired now for Binford, who gave Baylor a run back in the top half of the inning with a solo homer.
Literally the last out as the deciding factor.
Scorched up the middle by Skylar Wallace, who is aboard for the second time today. Yeah, you know, now they host Duke this weekend in Columbia.
The SEC representation deep into this postseason has been pretty impressive. And to think that 2 teams, there's a 35th stolen base for Skylar Wallace. It's the low and away that hasn't been called.
That misses to Erickson, so now 2 on and 1 out for the Gators.
But in any count, she'll throw it back to back.
Walsh, pop up left side, foul territory, caught on the run by Presley Pylon, 2 away.
How important that speed is sends a message.
Gets her with a 3-2 strikeout, stranding 2 for the Gators. Big timeout for Aaliyah Binford, but it's the Gators on top by 1. We'll talk with Tim Walton. Colazzos is 2 for 2 today. This is cut off in the alley by Otis, and we'll keep Colazzos to a single. Aboard for Zadie LaValle. And that's a big out for Keegan Rothrock. Popped up into the mitt of Jocelyn Erickson, 1 away.
Cardinal send.
Wallace off the mark with her throw. Gets the lead runner, Cavazos. 2 down as Strain reaches on him to this position in the college game. So much smoother. Runner goes. Throw down from Erickson is in time. SEC Player of the Year hooking up with Skylar Wallace. And that was after the team got together in the preseason and said, we want to host a regional. Mile high pop-up, foul territory. And Govan is there, 1 down. That number 1 spot. Diving play at second by West and won't get it there in time. Kowalewski beats it out for an infield single.
Like I still need further explanation. Pretty impressive group here.
Binford gets a strikeout, her 4th. And a big one with Kowalewski at first base. Right back to the circle from Kendra Falby. And Binford pitches around a 1-out infield single. Baylor trailing by 1 after 4 in Gainesville.
The game-ending run, roll, run last night just didn't look like the Seminole team that we are used to seeing, specifically in postseason. That's a program that typically lights up this time. Doing what they've done feels like an off year.
Quickly 2 down in the 5th here in Gainesville. Both outs to Skylar Wallace in the Super Regional for the first time since 2017. About 3 straight outs by Skylar Wallace in the 5th and a 1-2-3 inning for Keegan Rothrock. Takes the 3-2 deep left field at the wall and gone for Corby Otis. 4-2 Gators.
This is one of the hardest workers on the team, the most prepared mentally, physically. Can we look at the back half of this stance? Look at the back leg. That's like 4 inches off of the dirt. The fact that she can go down to get that pitch, throws the barrel, trusts the backside. That's a specific fundamental here at Florida that is so prominent. And Wallace not scared to take her walks.
Diving play in center by Taylor Strain, stealing an extra base hit for Skylar Wallace.
The defensive prowess, Matt, of Strain in center field is incredible. We saw it on display in regionals, stolen home run against Ole Miss, the clutch throw to home plate to maintain a tie ball.
Erickson, shallow center. 2 gone in the 5th. The Women's College World Series. Walsh off the glove of Cavazos at 3rd, and the inning continues for the Gators. And that caught a piece of Kistler, but it almost looked like she leaned into that one a little bit to me. Instead, it's 2 on and 2 out. Brown to short, long throw by Pylon, erases an error and a hit by pitch. Baylor down to its final 6 outs, trailing.
Assists her in that mental preparation.
High pop-up right side of the infield. Mia Williams will put it away, 1 down. Aaliyah Binford, the only Bear.
The most adjustments.
Up the middle into center field. 3 for 3 day for Aaliyah Binford. Into the gap, right center field. Chasing it is Falby. 2 outs in the 6th.
The speed and the range of Falby to return to Gator softball.
Colazzos, deep fly ball left field. Back on it, Otis, and makes the catch on the warning track. One out in the sixth. Backhanded at third. Strong throw across the diamond by Colazzos. Two gone. Well, before we came back with our interview of Tim Walton in the third inning, we asked him, how you doing down there, Coach? He said it's hot.
Both of them.
Takes the 1-2 into right field. Charging in is Watson, and a 1-2-3 inning for Aaliyah Binford. For Baylor, it's LaValle, Strain, Walkendorf.
The best battery duo right now in the conference.
LaValle, slow roller to second base. It's Williams. A shuffle to first, one down. Rothrock, particularly in the postseason, and has been the horse that the Gators have ridden. On a fly ball to center field. Falby there, two gone.
You make a good point there. Regular season matters, right?
Is a strikeout. Gators take game one. Fifth strikeout for Rothrock and set down the final five Baylor Bears for a 4-2 Florida victory.
1 through 7 innings, I think Rothrock continued to settle in, continued to polish the approach, the pitch location. She got better every single time she stepped into the circle. On the offensive side, Matt, this was a 1 through 9 effort for the Gators. A really great outing and the first win under the belt.
Since 2005, over 80% of teams who have won Game 1 in the Super have advanced to the Women's College World Series. Florida now one win away from getting back.